monsieur.
Hello. I'm over here. Jack Morvan from The Times. Good. I'd like to ask Colin and Rachel and Ben particularly. What you see in the film here is an extreme representation of relationships, but does it tell a deeper truth about how much pressure we feel to have relationships in society? Is there too much pressure sometimes?
I would say that that's your interpretation of the film, which is completely a valid one. I've met a number of people who've seen the film. Everyone interprets it very differently. Someone I know thinks it's a kind of a scathing satire on suburbia. I haven't told you that.
Don't give them ideas.
I think everyone will interpret the film differently. I mean, to me, the first thing it makes me think about is narcissism. That, you know, in this story, that you have to fall in love with somebody who has a similar quality to yourself. And I think often, you know, love can be a bit narcissistic. So that's my first impression. But everyone has a different interpretation. I don't think there's too much, personally, pressure in society to be in a couple. No, I don't feel that myself. Over to you.
Yeah, I don't really feel I know what the film is about. I really don't. And I haven't seen it yet, so I haven't been able to have that impression. And I suspect it might be the kind of film that feels different every time you see it. I don't know. I'm excited.
Same here. I have no clue what it's about, except for the one thing that stayed with me after I read it was that there was I just had this kind of sense of the deep loneliness that permeates or felt to me, and again, it's that thing that Rachel began by saying, and that was touched on earlier by others. It's the kind of film that just being in it doesn't mean I know more about this than any audience member who will see it. It truly doesn't. Like, I only have my own little kind of simple interpretations of what it might be about, but the essence and the texture of loneliness, if loneliness has a texture, and the fear, I don't think, I didn't read the societal pressure to be in a relationship, even though I know that there are accusations that, you know, and depending culturally where you're coming from, that being alone is something that has a certain stigma to it. But I just felt that the texture of loneliness was something that was throughout the script, and how that can be maybe what you're talking about, then taken advantage of by certain things, certain products, or certain governments, or certain religions, or maybe a human being's fear of their aloneness can be abused. I don't know, but yeah, like Ben said, I can't wait. I haven't seen it either. I can't wait to see it.
I think if something's about loneliness, then it's necessarily about being romantic. Because if you're lonely, you're probably searching, well, Colin's character is searching for love. So I'm going to say it's a very, very, very romantic film in the old-fashioned sense of the word, romantic with a capital R. It's the pursuit for love and happiness and togetherness, which is incredibly hard in this Lanthimos universe. It's especially hard to find love. So it's, yeah, very romantic with a big capital R, not in our modern sense of romantic. Do you know what I mean? Okay, good.